what is up? It's your girly. I'm back at it again with another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, we encourage you to subscribe down below to become part of our beautiful family. So this is the second episode of a series where I do a get ready with me combined with me talking about something that I have an opinion on, and for some reason you guys liked the last episode, so we're gonna keep it going. So today, as you can probably see by the title and the thumbnail, we're gonna be talking a little about something really controversial. People either hate this movement or love it, and there is hardly any in between. So yes, we're talking about the whole body positivity movement. So in the first place, we're going to have to define what is body positivity. So to be honest, there's no definition, and that's honestly what sparks the controversy. So for the most part, people have their own definition. So before we get into this video, I'm gonna share with you guys what my personal opinion or definition of body positivity is. Self-acceptance movement with a really great intention of making people who couldn't help certain factors of their body, or like body type, stretch marks, birthmarks, you know, love their bodies. So essentially, it's a movement to help us respect our own bodies and the bodies of other people. Underline the word other people's bodies too, because we're gonna have to go back to that later. Honestly, I think that if you hate your body essentially at 400 pounds, you're gonna hate it just as much at 100 pounds. Once again, I think that the intention was really great. However, to be honest, now I feel like the body positivity movement has gone a whole other route than I think was intended. Well, we can all say definitely that it is very much dominated by the fat acceptance community. Like, really dominated. So the fat acceptance movement started in the 80s, I think. So I'm gonna show you a couple of images on the screen, like this Instagram post. And now I'm gonna play you a clip from a video that I think everyone in the body positivity community knows by now. It's like absolutely iconic and it's garbage.
You're like many women. You've been to a birthday party or a small office gathering, an event that's meant to bring people together. And then it comes time to cut the cake and someone decides to ruin everything.
Oh my God, that slice is huge. That slice is bigger than Beyonce's paycheck. Can you cut me half of that?
A cake-related fat-phobic incident, or CRFI, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and it's interrupted by a moralizing impulse.
We also have the absolute iconic song of Meghan Trainor, which lyrics I'm gonna put on the screen because I don't know exactly how they went. That sounds very positive. Now it just looks like we're trying to turn the tables around and say, oh, so for that long, thinner people were better, so now we're gonna turn the tables around and make fatter people the goal. Like, wasn't the idea for us to all love our bodies just the concept that
people with thinner body types don't have any insecurities
around their body image is just a pretty crappy concept, because there are a lot of really conventionally socially attractive people that have like literally perfect body figures and literally cry over their body because they hate them so much, you know? Why do you think that only fatter people deserve to love their bodies? Another reason why I strongly disagree with the whole movement is the health at every size concept. I don't think that for the average person this is gonna be a shocker, but this or this isn't healthy whatsoever. You obviously don't have to be a size 2 to be healthy, but the concept that you can be healthy while being 30 pounds underweight or 300 pounds overweight is literally the biggest lie and scam ever, I swear. And once again, I'm not talking about the fact that you can't be healthy and be more curvy or have a little extra fat. No, because honestly, I know people that are like bigger than me and probably are much stronger and much fitter, to be honest. But the concept that you can be healthy at any weight is going a little overboard in my opinion. Oh, forgot to mention, just in case, all products will be listed down below. The ironic part about the health at every size community is that, as I showed you guys earlier, for example, ridiculing not wanting to take a bigger piece of cake, like what even is this? Somehow thin people are like banned from the movement. Because the fat acceptance community is probably the biggest part of the body positivity community. But ironically, how surprising, it isn't body positive
At all.
The argument that I think I hate the most out of all the arguments that the body positivity community uses, mostly the fat acceptance community, but then again, at this point, the fat acceptance community has like claimed the entire body positivity movement and they make up like 95% of it. So they say,
Anyone could drop dead at any point. Anyone can die tomorrow. Anyone can get diabetes.
and I'm just like, yeah, you can go onto a road and get hit by a car. But it's far more probable that you'll be hit by a car if you go out during working hours than if you go onto a road at, say, 5 a.m. when there is literally no one to be found on the roads. Logic, right? Well, apparently in the fat acceptance community, there is no such thing. They've never heard of that term.
You all, I actually do not understand how I managed to mess up my physical appearance in every single video somehow. I didn't notice that I had fallout on one of my eyes and it looks like I legit have a black eye, which is super embarrassing, but you're gonna have to deal with it, sorry.
And to be honest, I wouldn't have half the problem I have with the whole movement if they didn't discriminate thin people. I mean, like, if you have to discriminate another body type in order to love your body, that ain't self-love. That's something else. And you know very well. This video, as a matter of fact, showing weight loss pics, saying that obesity isn't healthy, all of that stuff, including just losing weight, that fat phobic. Is a weight gain picture thin phobic? Hell no. But is a weight loss picture fat phobic? Hell yeah. Where is your logic? To be completely honest with you guys, at this point, the fat acceptance community, aka the body positive community, because at this point, it's the same thing, just straight up, I realized are beginning to sound like a freaking cult. They discriminate everyone who is different than them. They're super sensitive to criticism. Like, come on, that screams cult. The last thing we're gonna talk about today that I don't like is Photoshop. Do I really have to go into this? We all know that magazines are photoshopped. We all know that everyone literally uses Facetune. We all know that every single model has her pictures photoshopped. People are still stupid. Like, we think we know,
Oh, this is photoshopped. Oh, this is photoshopped.
you can literally Photoshop videos. For example, obese people might be looking at these photos and be wondering, I have these stretch marks. My skin is not as smooth. What is going on? Why is she obese but she doesn't have all these rolls going on and all of this cellulite? Because it's photoshopped and they tag it body positive. So you think that it's 100% natural because it's supposed to be body positive. If you're photoshopping your pictures, how are you being so fat accepting and body positive? I just don't understand the logic behind that. My final thoughts are that the body positivity community started out as something great, that we should respect our bodies and bodies of other people, that some things are normal, like fat gaps, hip dips, stretch marks, cellulite, and we should not be the least embarrassed or insecure about such things. But then it took a turn once the fat acceptance community took over. 95% of the body positivity community, as it is now, is just straight up promoting obesity and discriminating thin people. I think it was a good community, but it went real downhill. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and give it a big thumbs down if you didn't, because I want to know how y'all are liking this kind of content. Let me know in the comments, what would you like me to talk about next, whether it's something within the body positivity community or it's something completely irrelevant to what we talked today and you want me to talk about it in the next episode. So yeah, subscribe down below, turn on those push notifications, follow me on my socials that will be linked down below. I'll just see you guys in my next video. Hate the most.
Ale może I bardzo ją lubię, Julciu. Ona bardzo lubi twoją paletę.
Dictionary part of the body.
Ona ci to polizała.
Nie widać. No, tylko widać mokre. Fatphobic. Shut. But let me tell you why I'm not a fan of this movement. Stop signaling my toe.